This one is, like I said, we're doing peak of fans tonight. Like I've already explained, fans are parries. So they take on a variety of patterns, but generally the same type of open-handed parry. They're more for deflection to set you up for other things, rather than definitely covered before, okay? So when we step in, he's going to do his left, right. So first one's going to be left to left, next one, right to left, okay? This is called protecting fans. So as he pushes, or as he punches, 1, 2, coming offline here, okay? From here, from here then, we're going to grab. As we grab, we're going to kick him, and as he comes forward, poke at the same time to the eyes, okay? So we're going to kick, poke. From here, check down on the arm, like so. Next move is going to be an elbow to straighten him up. From here, we're going to hammer him in the face. We're going to basically reach around, grab him by the jaw and the bridge of the nose, or squish his nose, okay? And then this hand is still here checking for now. We're going to pull, we're going to check, and we're going to scoop at the end. Okay? So once more. So left to right, step left to right. From here, we're going to grab. As we grab, pull, kick, and poke. This is going directly to the eyes. Obviously, aim somewhere that's not his eye if you want him to be happy afterwards. So pull, kick, and poke. Check down. From here, then we hit our elbow in. Okay? If he's too low down, hit him somewhere, and we'll straighten him up. So we hit, hammer shot to the jaw, reach around. Be careful of obviously putting your fingers near anything like teeth. So when we grab him, we're reaching around the jaw to the bridge of the nose here, keeping it kind of squishy. Alright? When we pull then, this is going to check his depth, because if I pull, he's going to come forward on me. So to stop him, we put a depth check in place. So as I pull, I check him, and this is a scoop in the groin. Covered scoop before, remember? Yeah? So we scoop balls in the waist ring, we also scoop balls. Okay? So, once more. Easy feeds, 1, 2. From here, pull, kick, and poke. Land, elbow. Hammer shot, grab, pull. All happy? Let's break it into parts. So, first one. We go 1, we go 2. From here, grab, kick, and poke. Okay? No point finishing in the air. So we grab, kick, and poke, we check down, and we elbow. You've done deflecting hammer already, which we have. Same motion. Same motion. Okay? So that's all you do with this one. So once more, we'll break it down. So step forward. 2, here, pull, kick, and poke, check down, elbow. Alright? Try and go. So, when we're playing with this, I mean, I can stand here all night and just have Tommy punch at me. And me stand here and drill this, which is a good way just to drill the motion of doing this. Then eventually, it turns into something that's a timing drill, and it's literally him just punching at me and me just doing this. So there's no reaction, there's no anything, it's just me kind of going in time with him. Alright? And that's okay, because you're building up a technique, you're building up a pattern as well, which is not necessarily the best thing. So, then we have a technique, so we take it out of isolation phase and put it into this. So when he punches, I move offline. It doesn't matter how fast, how sharp I do it or anything else, as long as I'm punching offline and ready to go. Okay? So what you'll see is there's a shape here being built up. This is not unlike the shape that we can build up for some of our earlier techniques, for example, attacking base. So on your knees, it's here. You see the hand is back here again where it needs to be. So what you'll also see is now, here's that shape again. So before as a yellow belt or at a yellow belt level, we started with here. And everything is kind of prefixed with this block, followed by punch, followed by grab, followed by kick. And now what we do is we put it all tighter together, and then we actually apply all this at a slightly tighter timing. Okay? So instead of being singular, now what we do is we make it double. From here, yeah? So we're advancing it. We're playing with advanced principles, okay? Or advanced timings rather than principles. The ideas are still the same as what you do at your basic level, okay? So pull out the moves more so than the must get technique right. That's important too, okay? So what we're focusing on as fans, as I said, not overall techniques. We're just getting used to the motions. We could do this with any number of drills, but it's more important that we kind of relate it to where we need to go. Okay? Happy so far? Okay, so the end of this check. I land, I hit him over. If I can hit him in the face, I'll hit him in the face. If it's not looking like the face is a target, I want to straighten him up because the next one is still going to give me an option. Okay? Ideally, hit him in the face, switch him off. If not, body yoke, hit to here. Okay? It's all about the control over what you have. So you've got, as you notice, the elbow, the hammer follows on a, what's that angle again?
45-degree angle.
44. Sorry.
Oh.
Better?
There's a 1 degree marker there.
1 degree marker there. So from here, next thing you know, first thing I want to do is cross and grab. See that? I'm switching here. If I push this away, his action is to go away, so I pull him back. Okay? So if he wants to go this way, I change direction very quickly. As you'll notice as well, I automatically put this in place because if I don't, any number of things could happen. Swing back, hit, whatever, headbutt, any of that type of stuff, or just generally be awkward, okay? So when we hit through, I grab, from here as I grab, I pull and I kick on the way back. This screw follows this line here, for obvious reasons. 2, in fact, okay? So, once we do from here, grab and pull. From here, check, elbow, hammer, grab, pull. Okay? Everyone happy so far? Try that and see. Off we go. This kind of thing. And then lean over. Well, obviously like anything, if you lean over your leg, it's not going to go very high and you'll be very awkward. Okay? So if I was to scoop at Tommy and kind of do this, I might get him. But realistically, I'm kind of shortening the range of that leg just by stretching the spine out by bending over. Okay? So, like any type of kick, I have to come back slightly or lean back a little bit, not too much. Okay? So I'm not going this way, but certainly there's a bit of uprightness too. Okay? The other thing to note about it is you'll see me doing it from the knee and pull and back. And that's fine because I've lots of practice on it. Okay? However, a scoop is literally just a kick in reverse. So you could effectively get away with it twice. Kick him in the nuts and then pull him away. Okay? If you stick your leg out. So, I'm going to use his leg for now because obviously he's not wearing one and doesn't need to be kicked in the nuts. But if I was to kick and just pull, there's this kind of grip anyway at the end of it if you recoil properly on a kick. Because I don't kind of go in and let my leg fall. Pull my leg back the same way it came. So using that recoil helps with the scoop. But bear in mind it's a soft tissue target, so it doesn't take much to hurt as we all know with drives. Except the one holding the camera, but you heard enough for us to know that. Okay? So, when we do scoops from here, it's just me kicking and pulling back. And like he'll probably be able to tell you that there's a pull anyway, no matter what you do. Okay? There you go. So, bear that in mind when you're doing the scoops as well. Don't smother it, so don't kind of lean over it. Just relax. And if it's only a kick, it's a kick. And realistically, you're still kicking them in the nuts even if you don't scoop. Win. Alright? Okay. So bear that in mind as well. Next one we're going to do is called circling fans, okay? So this is using the inward parries that we used last time. Alright? So he's going to go left, right again. We're going to parry down like so. You'll notice that there's a slight hook in them. It's not me just kind of going tap, tap. Because, again, I want to set my hands up in a position that's useful, but also I want to make sure that he can't use his hands as easily as he should be able to. Alright? So when he punches, there's a slight hook on my hands from here, and you'll notice this kind of cover in the middle. You'll also notice that as I step back, I draw the front leg back to a cat stance. By doing so, it preps me for a kick in the groin. As we're all aware, we do this a lot. Okay? So if you get a good kick in the groin, you're probably halfway to being a good Kenpo person. Alright? So from here, back, this position. Okay? We'll break this down as well. I'll show you how it goes and then we'll break it down. So we kick, from here I land and I punch him. Okay? From here I'm going to front cross over and I'm going to check distance. This punch here is going to keep him upright. From here I'm going to knee him in the nuts again, which is going to bend him forward, and I'm going to shot him in the throat, forearm. Okay? This can go one of two ways. Ideally, this is the way it will go. Ideally, here. Okay? The other way we can do it, which can happen as well, as he punches, 1, 2, from here I kick, I punch, from here I check. If he turns slightly, then obviously the grind's not as direct a target as possible. However, I can still go through on the inside of the other leg. Now obviously this doesn't leave me the optimal position for a forearm strike horizontally for the neck, but I can hit this way into the neck. Okay? So there's two options to this. Ideally, the way we'll do it is with the actual forearm smash on a horizontal into the neck. So as he hits, 1, 2, from here we kick, we punch, we check, we hit. As I do this, I knee, which brings him forward, and this comes straight up from here. Okay? Trick to this is what we call object obscurity. This is my object, and it is now obscured from his vision. Okay? What's coming next, you won't know until it hits him, hopefully. Okay? So that's what we're looking at there. We'll break this into two parts as well. So as he hits, 1, 2, this is the first part, hit, and we'll finish on a big hit for now. Now we all know if we catch it right, statistically shouldn't be there. But because we're all studying motion and movements and everything else here as well, and how we can wreck people even more than we have to, this is going to be the step. Okay? So let's go. From here, we have 1, 2, kick, punch. Coming in that way. And you'll notice again the footwork is exactly the same as what we practiced all along. Okay? I land in a neutral stance and I make sure my toes are pointing in the correct direction. My hip and my everything goes in one. Okay? Got that? Alright, try that. Say left-right punch. Because bear in mind again, when we've gone from yellow belt, if he right punches to the force technique or attempts to grab, that's a singular block. But what if I need to get in there a little quicker? What if I can pop with my hands down? Weird. But as he punches, it's a little quicker. Now we've got to move quicker to get in there. Or get out of the way of it. Okay? So there are times where you'll be kind of caught. Alright? So I'm jumping ahead slowly. So we'll cover that in a sec. Alright, good. So from here, 1, 2, from here we kick, we get a punch up from here. Next move, okay? The important thing about this next move is, I'm doing a front crossover to make up distance. Okay? So a front crossover is this position. What you will notice is that this hand should not lose distance. So it shouldn't be able to go this, because now I don't have anything. Alright? I'm closed off one weapon, and I'm also closing the distance between us. If I haven't had enough effect with that punch, that leaves him very unhappy and me in a bit of a precarious position. Okay? So, once more. So we hit 1, 2. From here, I kick. As I kick, I punch. From here, I want that to keep in place. Also, bear in mind, if this notice the neck is going back, because I'm good at Kenpo, I don't want to stop hitting for a few minutes. Okay? 3 moves. Alright, so from here, I hit it. Okay? When we move, we back into play. However, there's that slingshot effect happening, so if I do hit him something on top, I'm probably going to eat his head. Alright? He doesn't taste like this. So from here when we hit, as a drop, this is going to be here. This could be to the chest, this could be to the head. It all depends how fast he moves forward. Okay? Before the point of contact is this, they look like they're together, but they couldn't possibly be because one side is back and the other is forward. Therefore, this has to contact first. So as I move, 1, 2, hit from here. Okay? Next thing I want to do is, there is still distance between us, but I want to bring it back in for a nicer finishing strike. Okay? So I hit the knee, so I bring it in, and I fire from here. So this is here, there's your knee, there's your throw. Okay? Everyone go with that? These are close-handed strikes here. Okay? Because it's a full-on. If you look at it, it's your upward block. Used slightly more forward and aggressive. Okay? Same principle applies. When you fire this out, it's the same thing. Okay? So, like I said, there's a point where you get to, and suddenly the answers start getting reused, but just in a different sequence. Okay? So you've kind of covered all this by the time you get to a brown belt technique, but now what you're doing is playing with the sequencing a bit more. Alright? Because you can. Alright? So, once more. So, if here's 1, 2, kick. Land forward punch. From here, we check. From here, we knee. Okay? You stick with this version for now. The other version is just to show you what happens if he turns, that you still have an option. Okay? Everybody good with that? Alright, let's go. Foot. It's important to kind of go we use it a lot. Like crossovers or twists, they're very important to us. Okay? Because we use them quite a bit. Alright? So, when we move and we hit here, what happens in this position? It would make sense for me not to do this. This means I'm withdrawing to go back into action. And that's a second that I can't afford to waste. Okay? when I hit one from here, my elbow's already in position on his sternum or in line, his solar plexus, or in line with his solar plexus at least. Which means I'm pretty dead center on the middle of his body, or his upper torso. Okay? So if that's my head to the head, then realistically there's not much of a difference from me dropping directly through his groin, or somewhere within the midst of his body, here. Okay? If I hit one from here, I'm not going to go all the way back because there's no need. As I drop, it gives me that position directly. Also, people get caught up because when they take this back, now they step forward and suddenly this hasn't been caught up yet. Not necessary, okay? We hit one, drop. And that gives us that nice position. Okay? That's me being nice up here, and then if I want to hit him lower, I will. Hit down, and this is one. So, all I want you to do for now is take yourself up here, drop. Take yourself up here, drop. And so on and so forth. Just to get used to that motion of going forward, okay? Or that movement of going forward, okay? Interchangeable words, they're fantastic, okay? Right, so practice that a couple of times, then go back to the whole technique. But just little things that you're unsure of, don't think of the technique as a whole and then kind of go, oh, I've just been shown the whole technique, so I just have to do the whole technique. There's a bit you're uncomfortable with, pull it out and practice it with your partner, okay? Otherwise, you never get better at this, okay? And unfortunately, we have to get better at it. All of us, me included. Okay? Back, all that type of stuff. And 5 years of practice maybe ahead. But hey, the point of parry at times is because you can't bring out the big gun and the big block. Alright? Or it's not necessarily a single strike as we've seen, we've covered left, right. Yeah? Or right, left, depending on the fact that we train both sides. Yes? Okay. So, this one now could be a straight punch. Because it's a straight punch, I mean, I could effectively do a double tap, and that's fine. Or I could do a single one. That's not so easy when he's there. And yes, we do cover weird angles like this. Because, well, who knows? Alright? So, if he punches with a right coming from here, alright? This is obviously something I need to pick up very quickly. For me to bring this hand up to here is not necessarily going to work very easily. Okay? Because I basically pass this and he's putting it on this line. So for me to get to here on his elbow where we would usually block is a bit messy. Okay? Because, well, he's just about hitting. Just about. Alright? So, when I step this time, I'm basically going to pick it up with the closest hand to it. Alright? Rather than the one that's up alongside it. Okay? So when he steps, this is the pick up here. Okay? So as this comes, this picks up. Now, bearing in mind the simple rule of I'm outside his arm, and I'm checking at his wrist, and I've done nothing with the other one, I'm going to eat an elbow in the face. Okay? So we need to stop that as well. So this is bonus to time. This has made sure that we're in good position. Okay? So from here, this is called destructive fans. Okay? Sorry, Tommy. I should tell you the name beforehand. Okay, so from here we check and we hit. This drives in. This is actually going to be a hammer strike. Because I love him so much, I'm going to hit him open-handed from there. No, I'm not. Okay. So this is going to hit in. So as you'll see, he bends forward. Okay? Alright? Good. My next move, I grab him. Okay? Or I grab him wherever I can. Okay? At this point, I'm going to kick that leg forward, which gets me into that position. From here, I'm going to turn. And then I'm going to right down. Okay? So if I hit this, I'm going to hit the floor. Okay? This technique ends in a slightly different way. All I want for now is just the idea of getting that torn in. Okay? If I was to end it properly, this technique will ideally only buckle them down and it's fast kind of thing. So from here, if you buckle, you might try to sit back up and punch him in the face and walk over his bleeding corpse. Alright? But for now, all we want is that initial kind of movement to set you up on the backside. Alright? So as he hits, we pick it up, okay? I pick it up and I check it very quickly because of that elbow. So I catch him, I hit in here. From here I'm going to grab. As I grab, this is going to basically drag him forward and make sure that moves as well. So I'm going to destabilize that. I'm also going to kick it out with my foot just to make sure that he moves. Okay? If he was heavy-footed, which in fairness, he's a big guy, so he could be if he really wanted to, I might not be able to move him, especially if he plants forward. This might be very awkward for me to do. So in order to help that, I can just grab him, drive him back slightly, kick that out, and then pull him into position. From here, then I'll now nicely this time. Okay. All right. Everyone happy so far? Yes. Do we need to break this down into parts? I think we're okay with the round stuff. Yeah.
Give it a try.
Good. Give it a try. Cool. Awesome. Ask the questions. Okay. I give you techniques, that's fine, but like I said, there's stuff I want to focus on, but there's also stuff that you guys might pick out that I'm not really kind of seeing as important to you guys. So you have to tell me this as well, okay, at times, and feel free to do that. Like I was saying about, or like Kieran was saying about this, we were talking about how you get power into it. So, if I hit Tommy in the stomach, let's say the stomach, because if I hit him in the ribs too many times, I don't have a training partner, and he's nice enough to donate his body. Okay? So from here when I hit, if I just kind of hit him with a rigid body, there's a terminal point around here where everything just stops. And yeah, he gets a bit of impact and he feels, little sore maybe, not too bad. Okay? The trick to it is, as we said, like everything, you've got to be like a whip. So up until the last second, you're flexible. Okay? Then as soon as everything hits in on the last second, everything tenses, and that's where all the power goes into it. Okay? So you're trying to build up a lot of generation, or a lot of power, and then focus it at the last second. But if I kind of do this and I tense up all the way, all that power is kind of bleeding off by the time it hits, because the muscles are getting tired by the time they get there. Okay? You don't want that. So when I hit from here, you'll notice that I kind of keep this open all the way. You can also just keep it slightly closed rather than clenched. That's a choice. For fingers, maybe get used to doing this a little bit. Okay? When we hit through and we hit, everything should culminate on that last strike, and everything should tense up on the last strike. So instead of being rigid, now I let it whip. Okay? And that's the difference. Okay? So, here.
Just puking his doggy.
Maybe 20. When it actually impacts, you know, and what you do at the point it impacts. Okay? So bear that in mind. So in order to generate this type of power, it's just about learning to kind of relax your way through the strike, then get in at the end and kind of let everything go on one point. Alright? If you're like a machine, you should hit that point again every time. Okay. So are we clear on that? Like, you know, when we're getting into it, and this is stuff that takes time to practice and time to build up and get used to and everything else, but it's to highlight how we would do that, all right, more so, and how, what we look for and what we look to generate overall. Does that make sense? Okay, so bear that in mind. Relax your way through a lot of the stuff. You don't have to bull through techniques. In fact, bulling through techniques generally gets you more tired than the person you're doing it on, and you're probably going to lose. So bear that in mind as well. There's a reason why boxers breathe out, there's a reason why they only snap their jabs at certain points. Not everything is a full muscle all the way through, it's only at the end of it that you really see where the impact happens. Okay? So little things like that, keep them in mind, they transfer between all the different styles and all the different arts as well. Alright? Okay. So, what we'll do now is we'll work on stuff from syllabus. So again, I'll open it up to you guys. You can do the yellow belt stuff that you want, you can do the orange belt stuff that you want. Whatever you want to do, we'll just work for the next few minutes. Questions, shoot them at me. Anything you need to know, ask. Okay? Randy's here to help as well. Alright? Randy. Okay. So, let's do this.